All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're tackling a question I know is on a lot of people's minds. That $20 a month ChatGPT Plus subscription. Is it actually worth the money? Let's break it down. First, to really get the picture, you have to understand the sheer scale we're talking about. Every single week, ChatGPT is helping out a mind-blowing 400 million users. That's a massive number of people using AI for, well, pretty much everything. But there's a catch.
The thing is, the vast majority of those users, they're on the free plan. And that leads us to the big question, right? Does it really make sense to pay that $20 every month for Plus? We're going to dig into what you actually get, what you're missing out on if you don't pay, and help you figure out if it's time to pull the trigger.
So, first up, what exactly does that $20 buy you? And I'm not just talking about a boring list of features. No, think of these as 5 genuine superpowers that can totally change the way you use this tool.
So what are these 5 superpowers? Well, you get a deep research agent, a really cool advanced voice mode, way higher usage caps, access to much richer creative tools, and you get to jump the line for new features. Let's look at what each one of these really means.
Okay, this first one is a big deal. It basically turns ChatGPT into your personal research assistant. You're not just getting a quick answer anymore. You can tell it to do a deep dive across the web, and it'll come back with a detailed, documented report with actual citations. For anyone doing serious schoolwork or professional research, this is an absolute game changer. Next up is the advanced voice mode. And this is where things start to feel like the future. We're moving way beyond typing. With Plus, you can have a legit, natural, real-time conversation. You can interrupt it picks up on your tone, and it talks back. It's a massive step up from that limited preview you might have seen on the free plan. And when we talk about creative power, the difference is just staggering. On the free tier, you might get to make, 3 images a day? With Plus, that number skyrockets to 5 images per hour. And we're not just talking images. Plus members also get to play around with generating video clips using OpenAI's Sora model. That's a whole other universe of creation. And finally, the last 2 superpowers are all about access and getting an edge. As a Plus user, you get higher message limits and priority uptime, which means the tool is actually there for you when you need it most. Plus, you're first in line for the newest AI models and tools. And in the world of AI, where things move so fast, that is a serious advantage.
Okay, so those are the superpowers. Pretty cool. But what about the other side of things? What if you decide to stick with the free plan? What are the trade-offs you're making? Let's look at the 3 main limitations. If you decide to stay free, you're going to be dealing with 3 main hurdles. Some pretty strict daily usage caps, really low limits on the cool stuff like voice and image creation, and, this is a big one, the fact that, for some things, there might be better free tools out there anyway.
You know, this quote just nails it. The free tier is awesome for asking a quick question, helping with homework or summarizing an email. But the second you try to use it for heavy, all-day research or a big creative project, you're going to hit those usage limits, and you're going to hit them fast. It gets old quickly. And this means you've got to be strategic. The free version of ChatGPT is a fantastic generalist, but it's not always the best tool for a specialized job. For instance, if all you want to do is make images, another free tool might actually be better for you. It's always a good idea to see what else is out there before you pay up. So this all brings us to the real deciding factor. The choice to upgrade isn't about whether the tool is good or bad. It's about you. It really just comes down to which of these 2 user profiles sounds more like you. Look at this table, it makes the choice so clear. On the left, you've got the power user. If you are coding every day, creating content, doing serious data analysis or deep research, and you just can't afford to get cut off, Plus is probably a no-brainer for you. But if you're more like the person on the right, a casual user, prompting it maybe less than 10 times a day for simple stuff, then honestly, the free tier is probably all you need. So after we've weighed the superpowers against the trade-offs, and we've looked at the different kinds of users, what's the final verdict on that $20 a month? Here it is. The best advice is actually really simple. Just start with the free version. Use it, push it, see what it can do. If you find yourself hitting those usage caps over and over again, and you're getting frustrated day after day, that is your sign. That's when you upgrade. And if you never hit those limits, save your 20 bucks.
So in the end, it really comes down to one last question for you to answer. Is that $20 a direct investment in making yourself more productive, or was it more like a donation to help push the AI revolution forward? As we've seen, the answer really is up to you. Thanks for joining me on The Explainer.